Now she's totally deaf. Well, I mean, if you yell at her, she wakes up, but she also can detect your tone of voice. So you gotta just be careful. See, I don't wanna freak her out. She is a wicked shedder, dude. Look at this. She's a wicked, wicked shedder. And she gets brushed all the time, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. All right, I'm just gonna leave her here. So I'm gonna try to do daily updates on this channel. I'm gonna just try it, because the more you edit and the more you do stuff, the better you get. So you have to force yourself into doing this. Dude, when I started filming myself, I didn't know where to look. I didn't know what to do. I thought I felt stupid. And you do. When you're talking to yourself and somebody walks by, you kind of like bring your voice down. But you got to just realize that this literally is what people do now. My wife actually mowed the lawn yesterday. Dude, she loves mowing the lawn. But anyways, this is what our Rosa Sharon looks like. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome, dude. Thing is friggin' awesome. So here's what the tomatoes are looking like today. Literally every single day. There was no video yesterday, but literally, dude, every single day I am coming out here checking for tomato worms, but also pulling tomatoes off every single stinking day now. It's getting to the point to where I'm pulling tomatoes off, right? Oh, look at that little bastard right there, dude. See him? But you're supposed to leave these ones alone, because when they get to this point where they have those little eggs, you got to leave them alone, because those little eggs are what is supposed to help kill the rest of the, you know, whatever caterpillars that are on here. So, but when you find one that doesn't have any eggs, rip it off, pin it to your dot board, and have at it. They do not belong in your garden. Beefsteaks coming along, like I was saying. I get that kind of like distracted kind of thing going on. This is very like serene. Check this. Oh, check this baby out right here. Look at this. Oh. Look at that gargantua tomato. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Nice. Here. When I say gargantua, here's my hand, dude. That's gonna be a nice one. But like I said, every once in a while you get a tomato that drops, just leave it, whatever. But every single day, I'm coming out, picking tomatoes, checking for tomato worms. You got just, like I said, check for damage. So, look at those tomatoes right there. Those are ready to go. I'm gonna pop those 3 off. Oh, look at that one there. Oh man, dude. Literally, I'm popping tomatoes off daily, and I swear, ooh, I must have missed a tomato worm. See that right there? Bastard, dude. Look at that. Totally ate this tomato. Oh, he ate the other one too. You son of a... Alright, so I'm going to pop these off right at the knuckle, because these can now go in the compost bin. That means I somehow have a tomato worm on here that I missed, because I didn't see this. And you got to pop them off, because if you don't, you're basically feeding a structure that, or a tomato that's useless. So there's got to be a big bastard on here somewhere. That's what I'm calling a big bastard. There's got to be a big bastard on here somewhere, unless I just didn't notice this yet. This could be possible. Could be possible I didn't notice this yesterday. But see, when you see this, they chew the entire leaf off and it leaves just a stem. So there might be a big bastard in here somewhere. But anyways, like I said, I'm just out here looking at my tomato plants, making sure there's actually another one. Here, I'll show you. So in here, see that guy right there? He has not moved because he's paralyzed. Supposedly at this point in time, he can still do a little bit of damage, but he's paralyzed. So, oh no, look at you, son of a gun. Oh, I hate these things. Crap, dude. There's no knuckle on that. That tomato's garbage. Crap. Yeah, it happens, man. There was some pretty stinking big ones in here. Have no idea how I missed them. It just happens, man. So what I've been doing is kind of just taking all of the stuff that's kind of getting destroyed, and I'm tossing it in there for now. Still don't know what the heck this is. Eventually I will. Eventually it's going to do something. It's got some ton of buds in there. So eventually, whatever the heck that is, it's going to do something. But see this plant right here? There was a big bastard on here. Pulled them off. It's still going to grow. It's still going to do its thing. A lot of damage. But checking over the other tomato plants, you just want to make sure that you're not seeing that. As far as I understand, I guess you can get a UV light, come out here at night, and the UV light is supposed to, I guess, turn these things into neon green carnivores. Or, no, these are herbivores. Turn them into glowing green power plant herbivores. So, there was one somewhere here. I know there were leaves here. Where was it? Oh, was it here? I don't know. That might have been a snip. But, yeah, see right here? That stem. I think on this plant I did find a big bastard. So, yeah. That's what we're looking at. I'm thinking on this channel I am going to be using wording that is not necessarily that YouTube totally friendly, like the RC channel. The RC channel I really try to keep bland and cohesive. I know I'm using words that probably aren't right, but I try to use wording that is good for, I guess what you say, advertisers. Yeah, see like all these right here. So these got destroyed. I'm pretty sure I got the big, oh no I didn't. Look it right there, but he's got the eggs on him. So gotta leave this guy alone, because what's on there is killing him. I never used to leave the tomato worms on it, and those little white things I always thought were like more tomato worm eggs or something like that. Dude, I didn't know. I didn't care. Look at that. Another one right there. Bastard, dude. The amount of tomato worms we had this year. And that looks like blossom end rot, I think. Yeah, I'm popping that one off just because that is the start of blossom end rot. Look at this one. That one's out of here. So 2 more tomatoes done for. Inside of here though, we're looking good. Like I said, this one I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna leave the other ones for my wife. So look at that. This one just needs like a day or 2 on the windowsill, and it will be just a nice orangey red. So again, put those in there. But yeah, stuff's still coming along. How's that transplant doing? I'm not sure. Oh no, it's doing fine. So it is still growing. That's the transplant that I ripped off that had the worm. This one didn't make it, which is fine. That one, I don't know. There was another one that I transplanted somewhere here. This one. This one was a slam into the ground, dude. And this one's actually doing awesome. It's doing good for what it went through. Strawberries are looking good. My wife actually had picked some of the strawberries so far. See this right here? This is supposed to be in the ground because this is going to grow roots. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that into the ground. See, this is a runner. And what the runners do is the runners grow roots as long as they contact the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just do that. And hopefully that'll grow a root. But strawberries are coming. Again, like I said, my wife was out here picking some strawberries. So there's another runner. I'm going to make that runner go that way, and that way it will, once it touches the ground like that one, it grows a new one. Look at that. Nice. So I'm going to keep that elevated. Look at that thing. First year with strawberries, and they really did do a good job. Something's going on here. Why are we looking so bad? Huh. Something's up. Not looking healthy here. What's going on here? This looks like just breakage maybe. But look at that thing. Eggplant are coming. Look at that. Got the eggplant right there. Got another eggplant right there. Back one over here is supposed to have white eggplant. So we've got the regular purple black eggplant. This is the white eggplant one. See, you got a white eggplant growing right there. Looking in here. Again, these are store-bought tomato seeds from last year that I harvested. I don't even know what these are. I do not know what kind of tomato these are. Not a clue. I know the other ones, we got cherry, slicer, and something else. And like I said, that's got to go. But, yeah. So it's just a daily thing, man. You got to come out. Look at that. Look at that. Love this stuff. Dude, I'm going to be drowning in tomatoes, which is quite all right. Quite all right. Looks like we got another one right there that got wasted. Break it right off at the knuckle. Suck, dude. Could probably leave, you know what? I could have left this. This probably would have healed. It looks like it's already healed. Suck, I probably could have left that. Alright. So there's the update on the garden. Here's the tomato I'm going to eat probably tomorrow. I'm going to let my wife go ahead and pick the tomatoes that are ready. She'll pick probably those blushed ones. So whatever's a blushed tomato, she'll pick. Look at that one in there. Couple there. Yeah. This one over here. I think I'll leave that for her as a little bonus thing to do. Look at that. Look at that tomato, dude. That thing is mint. Alright. There is a stuff that I probably should have put on my garden. It's called diatomaceous earth. What it does is there's a food grade one. Food grade one is the better one to use if you're going to have edible fruit. You just have to be careful with dusting it on or however you apply it. You can mix it in a water solution. I don't know what the ratio is, but I know you can mix it in water. And once it dries, when the bugs try to eat, I think the silica or whatever's in the diatomaceous earth is what ends up killing them. So I may mix them up and just spray it on. Oh, look at that beefsteak. Oh, that thing is massive. With me out here in the garden, it's like squirrel all the time. I do have to say I do like this. But where was I with the diatomaceous earth? So you can mix it in a spray bottle and spray it on. If you do the powder dusting of it, you just have to be careful. She was going to do it and I'm like, I just don't want her to. If there's ever any issues that happen, I'd rather have the issues happen to me and not to her. So I will take care of probably mixing some up. I'll look and see what the ratio is. It's probably on the container. Not sure. But yeah, there's the update of the garden. Look at that bastard. Yeah. Literally saw I was gonna whack it. And it ran. So yeah, there's your update for the garden. I don't even know what today is. Do you? I say, this is what we got for tomatoes. Dude, this is what we've got for tomatoes. This one was not as red as it is right now. Yesterday. Same thing with this. These were not as red as this. They were more of like this color, like the top here, is how these ones were just yesterday. Look at that red. But this is basically what we do. You get a blushed tomato, and we bring it inside, and we kind of just let it marinate. They all get to marinate with each other. It's something to do with the enzymes inside. Once it turns to, say, like that color, you can pick it, or you can let it vine ripen. The problem with vine ripening is there's more of a chance of it splitting, drying out, baking in the sun, and for pests to get it. And I don't want that to happen. This one right here, this is an experiment. This is most likely never going to change. That's probably going to be a throwaway. I don't do green fried tomatoes. But just kind of covering it, keeping it like it is. But this one right here, I'm going to pop this right now. You're going to watch me stuff this whole tomato right in my mouth. Dude, the flavor is incredible.